Why do so many black women wear wigs? Maybe this is just internet bias. I live outside of America, so I'm not as familiar with black culture. But time and time again I see videos where black women are revealed to have wigs and it looks like they shave their heads underneath. My question is why? Is it just a cultural thing I am not privy to as outsider? From the wig videos I've come across, the shaved head you're seeing is actually a wig cap covered with makeup while cornrows are underneath, or in some instances a case of alopecia. African hair can take a very long time to style, and putting on a cap and a wig can just save a lot of time. Source: my wife. It's a lot of work, man. I'm not into wigs, but I honestly wish I was. The time it takes to do my hair is ridiculous. I have to mentally prepare myself for it. The hair care routine is no joke. There are actually a lot of reasons. It takes a lot of time and care to keep it looking nice. A lot more time, maintenance, and research than you might think. Sometimes companies and people will find our natural unprofessional. Sometimes it's to protect our natural hair while it grows longer. Other times just because it's easier to maintain. People also might just like being able to swap between different wigs. I wear my hair naturally, and while my sister may opt for synthetic twists, just depends on what the person can comfortably do. The hair texture makes it difficult to style, and water, sweat, and general humidity will reset it. Wigs can also be used to protect the hair as it can be prone to breakage. Edit. Also, most people in the West prefer straight hair, and until recently, natural black hair was considered unruly in professional settings. Their head is not shaved, usually, but it looks like it at a glance because wig caps can give that look, especially if it's skin tone. Color. Disclaimer: I'm white, but here are the main two reasons I was told. 1. Natural black hair is seen as unprofessional, and just years and years of racism and ignorance about black hair. 2. It's faster. All these reasons about hair care and discrimination are valid, but also the heavy focus on wigs comes from the fact that they're just fun. You can instantly have any hairstyle and color you want. Cheaper and easier than weaves or paying a stylist. My wife likes to change her hair often, sometimes several times a day, and to save $300 a week, she just wears wigs instead. I'm not black myself, but sometimes I find myself watching black ladies' wash day routines or hairstyling videos, and I'm just in awe every time. To wash, dry, and style my white girl pixie cut takes like half an hour at a maximum. The exact same process for a black woman can be an entire day's work, or however long it takes to install a wig. I imagine wigs are so common because who has 12 hours to do their hair? And even if you have the time, who has the patience? Absolutely not me. The half hour I have to spend is already enough to drain me. Black women with natural hair deserve a medal or something, honestly. Just a funny story. I work in fast food and was good friends with my opening manager. One day she had the cutest short hair. The next she had beautiful in every way shoulder-length hair. I said, "Your hair is so pretty." She told me it was a wig. I asked if she paid for it. She said yeah. I told her, "Then it's your hair." She laughed and almost cried at the same time. I don't have the answer since I'm neither American, nor woman, nor black. But I wonder, why don't other people use wigs more often? Especially in this day and age when everybody is obsessed with customization everywhere. Wigs are absolutely perfect for that. You can have a different hair color, style, whatever each day, like a character in an RPG. Black hair breaks extremely easily. Keeping it short and wearing a wig can give you the look you want without a bunch of costly maintenance. My friend, because my hair is a pain and a wig is easier. I've been considered switching back to a wig. I'm so sick of doing my hair every day. My girlfriend is black and wears wigs. The number one reason is convenience. African hair takes a lot of maintenance and styling. Like, a lot. She finds it a lot easier to put her natural hair in cornrows and then put a wig on top. She combs the wig for 30 seconds before putting it on, and that's all it takes. Easy peasy. I have a big afro. I wore my hair out to the mall in an all-white town. People were staring and pointing at me like I was a zoo animal. It was so weird and made me feel awful. A white colleague told me it was because my hair looked ridiculous. Mind you, this is just the way my hair naturally grows from my scalp. I live in Houston now, so it's not an issue. But I can see why other black women would feel pressured to cover their natural hair with straight wigs. It takes about an hour for me to do my own hair in the morning. A wig takes maybe 10 minutes. I have hair that goes to the middle of back, so I'm not bald. Just lazy, loudly crying. Our hair can be exhausting, to be blunt. If I don't brush my hair for a day or two, I immediately know I'm going to have to do a detangling session in the shower, and then possibly again after I get out, and then the vicious cycle repeats. Same reason so many white women wear hair extensions or wear makeup. It alters the appearance quickly and can create many different looks. What this guy said, and there's still a big problem with natural black hairstyles being accepted in the world, especially in the US. It's better to just have straight hair because that is what society pushes to be acceptable. It was only the last couple of years that in some states it's now accepted for black women to wear their hair in a natural state. Gotta love racism and ignorance. An aside, I wish wearing a wig was more normalized for everyone. They're fun. Because our hair is hard work, that's why. When desegregation happened in the States, new regulations appeared to weed out black workers. One example is the trope that natural hair is unprofessional. Before this was dissected and became a topic of discourse, it was dealt with by conforming wigs, relaxers, and perms because the norm. Wigs are considered a protective style. It maintains the integrity of their hair while offering different looks. It has taken off because they have managed to make lemonade out of lemons. The art, culture and skill have made it a skill set, and pop culture always emulates American black culture. So now it's everywhere. I remember seeing a black girl with the most beautiful hair. I had to comment on how awesome it is. I'm a dude with long hair, so I didn't feel wrong doing do. After my girlfriend told me it was a wig, I didn't think so. Looked so real. I remember reading that hair care products intended for black hair are much more toxic and dangerous than those intended for other hair types. I didn't do like any research or anything. Just read an article ages ago that incidents of cancer and other maladies are much more frequent for people who work in black salons than hair professionals that work in salons that don't specialize in black folks' hair. I don't know if that's like a popular reason to just not mess with that stuff. But I certainly can imagine people opting to just go with a safer, easier, non-toxic option. Can't say I'd blame them for doing so. 1. We live in a society where wigs extensions are a big part of fashion. 2. We like to change our hair a lot and try different styles without damaging our hair with bleach, dye, chemicals and heat. 3. There has been a history of needing to assimilate with the preferred look in certain environments. In order to make things easier on black women wanting to move up, that they are willing to stay in line and not make political statements in the workplace by making their hair as white adjacent as possible. It's fun.